Hello travelers, Boardman21 here, and today we have the Arena Champions post that is finally dropped, which is going to tell us about an alternate way of doing the arena, a different way to take it on, and to be able to get different rewards. What exactly those rewards are, we don't exactly know. The only thing hinted is we might get some rare keys, but there will probably be other things as well, and once patch drops or in the patch notes, we should be able to know more about those rewards. But let's go ahead and discuss this post. Again, the post will be linked in the description below. So first off, welcome travelers to day 7 of the unbroken 9-day sequential hype week patch extravaganza. In the news post, we're going to be covering the new Arena of Champions. In a remote stronghold in Hyperborea, an abandoned castle once known as Drumon's Fortress has seen renewed interest. Only its new inhabitants have taken to a new name, Champions Gate. A portal has opened with Champions Gate through which only one thing is known. What lies beyond this portal is endless swarms of combatants in every shape, form, and number. The unique nature of this portal has drawn an odd assortment of humans and Wingari to live there so that they may cross and have access to thrilling combat whenever they please. And then here you can see a picture of some training dummies, which is going to be interesting. So there is going to be a new way to test your abilities with different types of training dummies, which means actually having more than just one type or having more than one around to be able to get multiple hits in for when you're taking on, say, a group of trash mobs. So those who travel to the Champions Gate will find the recently set up training grounds. Here, travelers will find a set of 5 different specialized setups with training dummies for testing their abilities. So a cool new way to be able to test your damage. Now, if any of these will actually be considered a boss or a rare or actually be considered an enemy, so certain things that don't currently attack training dummies, such as like the vines from the Spriggan, will be interesting to find out. Hopefully at least one of them has a boss tag or an enemy tag so that we can do things like that. However, some few have chosen to stay within the realm beyond, as they have found a way to only face those who would be a challenge worthy of their battle lust. These few champions have fallen to their obsession with the ceaseless battles, letting the worst part of themselves take root and grow, and in 8.5 enter this portal and face the once champions of Eterra, now champions of the arena. And so the Arena of Champions, how it works. Arena of Champions will offer an alternative approach to the current endless arena while not replacing, which means you can do the arena currently as is, or you can do this alternative way if you want to give it a shot, or if you want the rewards, or if you just want to do something different. When accessing the arena portal, you will be presented with the opportunity to either complete in the existing endless arena or the new Arena of Champions. So I assume we use the same key, although it wouldn't be the one that starts you at wave 100 or half the waves that you've done before, I assume. It doesn't say anything about that, but I assume we're still using the same key, but perhaps it will take a different key. With the Arena of Champions, you will have the option 4 different tiers of difficulty, with escalating tiers providing increased difficulty and greater rewards. A lot like the Eternity Cache dungeon that we have. There are 4 different tiers in which you have to complete the previous tier in order to get to the next tier. Now here they have a picture of tier 1, and as you can see it starts out at level 50. I assume these are going to be somewhat or exactly like the current dungeon, where we have 50, and then I believe it goes 85, 95, and 100, or it's 90 and 100. I'm not sure exactly what they were off the top of my head because it's been a while since I've done them, but you're going to have the same tiers where each one's a different level, getting harder and harder. And then you can see for tier 1 it says fight through 60 waves of monsters culminating in a fight against an arena champion. So it looks like you're going to have to do 60 waves in tier 1. I don't know how many waves it'll be in the other tiers. I assume probably something very similar. Upon entering the Arena of Champions, you will face off against a number of waves, in this case 60 for tier 1. While progressing through the waves, you will be presented with a choice of additional modifiers to further increase the difficulty and the rewards. So that sounds a lot, again, like the dungeons, where every time you go through a door, you're basically choosing additional modifiers, increase damage, increase health, and then you are also choosing the rewards you were going to get for going through that door. Now this I assume will be different. I assume it's probably going to be every 5 waves you get to choose new modifiers. I don't know if you can choose them or not choose them, meaning not make it any more difficult in case it's already gotten hard. And I don't know exactly what those modifiers will be. Will they be all the same modifiers you can see in the Model of the Fate, or will they be just the modifiers that we see in the dungeon, like the health and the damage? However, be careful with your choices. In the arena, all spoils will go to the victor, so if you lose, you don't get your rewards, or if you die, I assume in this case. The final 5 waves will take place within one of the Arena Champions' dedicated arenas, with the final wave containing the champion of the arena themselves. There are currently 3 arena champions, each a former traveler from another timeline in which they failed to find purpose through Epoch and strayed far from their path. And then you can see that these are some of the final dungeons that you'll get to, their own little areas. Pretty cool looking areas, I like them. VEYO, the Arsenal. To sum up VEYO, the Arsenal in one word, pride. A skilled blacksmith and collector of any and all weapons, VEYO never found purpose outside of his natural talents. Instead, he spends his time in the arena honing his proficiencies to a point beyond mere skill. Fancying himself a true master of arms, he readies his entire armament for a challenger worthy of facing the full extent of his knowledge of blades, maces, shields, and more. And here you can see it looks like a Spriggan is taking him on, and that's him fighting. Now remember, these are going to just look like our own players, so they're going to be travelers. This one, it looks a little bit like a sentinel, if I can see in there deep enough. So you're basically fighting what would look like just another player, but they are, of course, computers. The Crimson Blade. The familiar taste of copper in the air, the sensation of slow time, and the look of shock and surprise on man and beast face alike. The Crimson Blade never lost their lust for taking lives, but instead thrives on the skill of assassinations and the rush that comes with it. Honing herself to a razor's edge as a living weapon, the Crimson Blade waits in the shadows for those who may be able to share with her a new experience and the thrill of the kill. And in this case, it looks like you are actually taking on a rogue. And then we have Alfred Wolfman. Idolizing storms and avalanches, Alfred Wolfman follows a path that might makes right. Embracing this mentality, Alfred no longer sees animals or his companions, but simply disposable power to be commanded. He has sought out the arena as a method of strengthening his mind and body to become a force of destruction. In the arena of champions, Alfred seeks out those with power to continue proving his path is correct through the broken bodies of those who face him. And then here you can see you're actually going to be taking on a Primalist, and I'm curious if it actually has the summons and if you'll be taking on the pets, but in this GIF we don't actually see that, you're just taking on a Primalist character. And then the rewards. The Arena of Champions will be available in multiple tiers for adjustable difficulty, with higher tiers providing increased rewards. These champions have been reigning within Champions Gate for decades, collecting the spoils from the victories over countless other adventures across Eterra. Some of this loot they use to fight, some is kept in reserve. Other trinkets, like rare keys to hidden passages across Eterra, are kept close by as trophies to track their ongoing reign over Champions Gate. So the only hint of what we're seeing here that you'll get is rare keys that open up hidden areas. I assume that there will be more rewards, but it doesn't give us any more than that. And that is it for the update for the Arena Champions. What do you guys think about it? Are you excited about it? Are you interested in doing something different, having rewards, being able to add modifiers to basically an arena setting? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, stay safe and have a good day.